Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Unsung Gamer. All right, guys, time for week 8, and we are heading to Cleveland. And who is coming back? Darren Perry. All right, definitely need him. Let's see. This is the bad part about this. I have to go and figure out. That's right, because he. Yeah, there we go. Had to put him back in there, but there we go, and that should put Carrington back to being, yeah, safety there. All right, and we are ready. Well, of course, we're gonna have some rain. Obviously, we're gonna kick off, and we are going to see. Very dark. Of course, obviously it would be. Let's see, the Browns, I think they're going to be more, well, I don't know, they got a little 4 receiver. They got some shotgun. All right. Let's get back here. Let's get back here. Come on. All right, they got a 20-yard gain. Well. Of course, and again, I guess if you think about it, this is the Browns with Vinny. They're a little more of a pass team. Oh, there goes White. First down. All right. Let's see if we can get a stop here. And he's going to throw. Oh, he's going to run. Vinny's got a little speed in this game. Yeah. Like, which play do I call? Which play do I call? Oh, they're going to throw. Had somebody deep, thank goodness. Of course, Rison at the end of his career here at the Browns. Still a prolific receiver. Oh, they're going to run. I should have seen that. He was delayed. Man, I should have seen that coming. Yeah, right. Of course. This is going to be tough. The lowly Browns pushing us around a bit. First down. Sticking with normal right now. Kind of don't really have an option. Oh, of course. 5-yard gain, and they are just pushing it right down our throats here. Oh, of course. I call a run play. They go shotgun. Which way is he going? Oh, and caught it past me. My best DB. Wow. And just like that, they are up 6-0. I mean, we made them take, the whole quarter driving here, but... And doinks it in. All right. Well, that just means we're going to have to come back and tie it up. And still 2 minutes left in the quarter. We made them take a little while, but not that long. The quarters go a little bit slower in this. All right, we're going to do the rollout. And they called the play. You have got to be kidding me. Start with a called play. Wow. All right. Go shotgun here. Gonna have to do our best to make it up. Uh-oh, BB's running wide. Big first down. And he might. Oh, yeah, touchdown. And while they they have to kind of work the ball down the field, we hit the big play. I do feel like kind of that's the identity of these Jaguars. We're kind of a big play team. We got a lot of fast receivers. Running back that, he's not fast, but he can break it. He can definitely break some big plays and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we do, As long as our QB stays somewhat on target. Whoa, great stop. All right, I'm going to go nickel package here. All right. That worked out. I was kind of curious as to what they were doing. All right. Well, and Rising. Bad Moon Rising with his first catch. Of course. And White is he's just juking everybody. Touchdown. Good grief. Could not get a stop. Wow. He already has 100 yards rushing. For anybody counting, it's still in the first quarter. He just basically spun moved my entire team. All right. Well, at least they have to kick off to us. We'll see if we can do anything. There goes Dunbar. Pretty good run. Big return. And touchdown. Don't get to do that very often. And Vaughn Dunbar, 87-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. All right, let's boot it through. All right. So here we go, starting the second quarter. Okay. I was debating on pushing it a little further, but kind of got nervous. Oh man, don't let them get a return for a touchdown. All right, I'm going to go back to normal defense. Bad part is, see, they go in, then they go through receivers. So I'm kind of in a spot there. Oh, come on. Okay. All right, yeah, they did call the pass. I'm going deep. Oh, and he caught it over me. Wow. It really shocks me because early on we were getting, those were, either getting knocked down or getting picked. Of course, we don't know what condition their people are in either. So, I mean, it, could just be that they're, Testaverde may be in excellent condition. Alexander may be in excellent condition. It just may be one of those, those things. All right, take him down. Go and run defense here. And they're, of course, going to throw. Oh, good deflection. Glad to see that, and I can't believe it. We've actually forced a punt. I wasn't sure we would be able to do that. And Howard's just going to take the touchback. All right. Let's see. All right, we're going to pitch to Cobb here. Now that our offense is actually back on the field. Now, Cobb is a totally different kind of back than White. White's kind of an elusive type guy. Cobb is a run it. Well, Cobb is going off the field. Wow. Man, the injuries we have sustained. So that puts James Stewart back in. Every time I get him going, finally get him going, gets injured. Oh, Givens is open. Oh, terrible throw. I mean, completed the pass, but it doesn't make it any less of a terrible throw. All right, let's go. Player. All right. We're going to pitch to Stewart. Call the audible. Well, they got 4 million guys out there. And first down. All right, let's go here. I'll try the rollout again. All right, I like my matchup here. I like Givens going deep. Big first down and touchdown. And like I said earlier, that's what we do, big plays. Our bread and butter is that deep shot to these fast guys. All right. Oof, that... Okay, went through. I was a little nervous. That I kind of felt like I was a little high on that kick, but it went through. All right. Just get the peak. Part of me wants to push that a little further to get him to stay in the end zone, but because of stuff like that, I know the juke ability here in this game can cause that kind of stuff, and I realized they could get a lot of big plays out of it. All right, going nickel. Not really going to make a whole lot of difference. Oh my goodness, what a catch. And so they are making some great plays here. I mean, contested catches, that one right there, and their tight end's not really that good. So, I mean, he's jumping up and making big plays. Kind of crazy. Stuck my nose in there, just try to get a stop. Feel like they're gonna run it. Well, they might. All right, 2-yard gain. Back to normal. I'm called a pass defense. Oh, and we called the right play for a change. Wow. Haven't done that very often lately. All right, and force a punt. My goodness. Now, obviously, we'll have an opportunity. He got that away. Obviously, we'll have an I hate this. It's really close to the end zone. So, obviously, we're going to get an opportunity to go deep. Going to take my favorite shotgun play. That'll send BB and Givens both. And unfortunately, just nowhere to go. All right, we're going to try again. Oh, BB's running wide. Let's chuck it. Come on, baby. Oh, I don't think I'm going to get it. I couldn't get there. The DB played that perfectly, honestly. He played that absolutely perfectly. Stayed out just ahead enough to where I couldn't do anything. Couldn't get around him. So my only option was to attempt to bowl him over, and I couldn't do that, obviously. That's not BB's thing. All right, let's pitch it to James. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Well, they called the play. Still managed to get 6 yards out of it, but dang. All right, let's go pass here. Ooh, can't believe I got that off. Even more, I can't believe that I actually completed it. All right, come on. Going with another pass here, obviously. Howard, I think's open. And he is. And he scores. All right. Glad to get to use him a little bit downfield. All right. All right, let's boot it. All right, up 28-13. Defense has played a lot better here lately. All right, got the peak on the kick there. That's, of course, going to drive him back to about the 7-8. Yeah. And we got him before the 20. I'm happy with that. All right, back to the normal defense. This has been kind of a tough team to play because they're doing some things very well. And like that right there, the lead blocker, that's going to make it very tough. Good stop. They got him before it turned into a huge play, but yeah, Leroy Horde with a big run there. All right. Calling a run defense here. Obviously, they're going to throw, and I'm not going to make it. That was just a good catch. And Vinny has done a pretty good job on us here. All right, I'm going nickel. I think I need some more DBs out there. I'm just, but then they come up in a running formation, and you're like, well, and see, their receiver is supposed to go. I don't know if it's a glitch in this game, and I remember it, originally too, where sometimes players would kind of pause or something, but if his other receiver would have gone out deep, I think he had his choice of, 2 or 3 guys to throw to that I couldn't have gotten to everybody. Perry spinning on us. Or not Perry, Horde spinning on us. Well, all right, we're going to pull up, call goal line. And see if we can stop a pass play that I had no chance of defending. That was the perfect play call. They absolutely picked the perfect play call. I basically cinched up assuming they were going to just run it right down my throat because they had done it so well, and they pulled up and hit that. Let's see, we're going to run normal. Gosh. I'm going to call a run defense because I think that's the route they're going to go. And Horde just dragging my guy halfway through the end zone. Was no stopping them there. All right, still third quarter, though. We got some time to go back and... Ooh, oh, whoa, hello. And here, whoa, hi, how are you? Dunbar. Going left, going right. We're just trying to eke it out. Touchdown. And 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown. against the Browns. 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, and man, and he's not running real fast either. It's not like he's a weapon built for that. He's just just getting the getting the right things to work. And just like that, we're back up by 14. This is going to be one of them we're going to have to kind of keep pushing to the end. Ooh, got a little bit more on that one. All right. Let's see. So I'm kind of darned if I do, darned if I don't. If I go nickel, they're going to run. If I come normal defense, if I come normal defense, they're going to throw it. And he just busted through. Because I literally can't get a stop against the run right now, and we are struggling mightily to stop the run. So I come up normal defense, and he goes shotgun. And they actually ran it on that one. Oh my goodness, so hard to stop them. This is one of the times where, see, like Reggie Cobb, I'd like to have him because this is where he excels. It is at the end of the game, just punishing a team. All right, what are they calling? Oh, held him up. And a punt. All right. Being its third quarter, they're still willing to punt. Tupa gets it off. Very short punt. Good gracious. No time for Desmond to make any kind of move. Just had to kind of eat it there. All right, let's go. I'm going to pitch to Stewart here. I am hoping. Golly, Bill. He just can't power run. And that's something that's very helpful. All right, we're going to go back to the four receivers. Fell down. Barely got the ball off. Whoa, what happened to their DB? I don't know, but their DB has fallen for BB, and that is a touchdown. Wow. Can't believe I actually got that pass off. That's crazy. I was sitting there going, what's going on? Why is he not throwing? What's happening? And I look back and he's on the ground trying to get up. It's like, oh, great. He fell down in the rain. And smack it through. Oh, pushed it a little bit there. That'll be right back at the end zone, but I still pushed it a little bit. All right, let's go. Let's go normal because whatever I pick's going to be wrong anyway. So let's just pick normal and see what happens. And there goes White. All that speed. Speed, a little bit of power. 9 carries, 150, what was it, 6 yards? That's just insane. Come on, get in there. Finally. All right. Man. This has been a really tough. Okay. Kind of surprised they went to that. I mean, sitting in normal, you would think, you've got more receivers than me. Stick with the more receivers than I got DBs. Oh my goodness, I actually got a pick. And Perry. Yeah, I'm not getting him hurt. He has 10 tackles on the game, 1 pick. Definitely going to be one of those people that's up for like defensive MVP type stuff. All right, we're going to pitch to Stewart here. See if I can come up with anything. Oh, gosh. Whoop. Yeah, I got like a half a yard maybe. All right, pitch to Stewart again. And this is kind of one of those things I wish I had Cobb for. Because I just know Cobb's got, you know, that breaking tackle capability. I mean, he can really put a hurt on a team. Unfortunately, he gets a hurt put on himself pretty easily, too. All right. And no, nobody's open. Hello, how are you? And I fumbled. Because, of course, I did. Using Andre Ware's little bit of... He's not, like, super fast, but he's got a little bit of speed, and I was kind of like, okay, I'll just kind of juke and jive with him, man. No, I won't. The Browns are like, no, sir. No, you won't. Oh, my goodness. I mean, he ran into his own lineman for, like, 5 minutes, and we could not get anybody over there to help? Not anybody? Oh, great. And, well, at least I was there. I mean, basically, I'm just calling run defenses over and over again and just playing back and hoping. All right, good stop there. Yeah. Just going to keep calling run defenses. Oh, great throw. Great throw. Turnover on downs. There you go. And Perry with a big INT. Give us the ball back. And 4-yard gain. Okay. I'll call the big shotgun. I don't run this play very often. Holman should be wide open and touchdown. He doesn't really get a lot of chances to go deep or anything, so kind of threw him a bone there. And so after a rough start to the game, we came back very nicely. I'm very happy about the way we came and played back against them. You know, the only thing that bothers me is we could not stop the run for nothing. I mean, for nothing. They just kept bowling me over. I mean, to the point where I just gave up and, you know, leaving one guy out deep to defend the pass because I'm just trying to stop the run. All right. He's audibling. So even when I call a run play, we don't quite get there. And if he gets up ahead of steam, all right, good defense. And there you have it, 49-21. Honestly, kind of surprised that we got that done. 54 rushing yards. I hate that we lost Cobb at the beginning, but we threw our way basically out of that game. 3 sacks, 2 INTs. We did fumble once, of course, and that was kind of a costly. And I mean, they had us beat almost 5 minutes in time of possession. And I did not realize Andre Ware had not thrown an incompletion. So, wow. 100% completion percentage, 362 yards. Of course, Stewart, 6 for 37. Cobb, who was probably about to start a big day. 1 for 17. BB, 4 catches, 211 yards. That's just insane. Hlogoman, 2 sacks. Marshall with a sack. And then Perry, of course, 2 picks. Absolutely outstanding. So now, obviously, that was our 8th win, or our 8th game, also 8th win, but the 8th game of the year. So we'll go ahead real quick and look at the leaders and the stats and all that stuff, and just kind of see where we stand. Obviously, we have to sim through the rest of this this week to do that. San Diego over Seattle. I kind of like the way they did it in the Tecmo Super Bowls we've been playing. I kind of like the way they do it there, where you got the scoreboard and everything. I don't really like just the score showing, but it is what it is. All right, so that's going to put us there. Let me look at NFL standings. So AFC East, New England, and Indianapolis. Wow. Well, New England does have Drew Bledsoe in this, so it's not unfathomable that they would be able to lead a division. AFC Central, that would be us. Jacksonville at 8-0, Cleveland 4-3, Pittsburgh 4-3, the only two that have any chance of catching up to us right now. Raiders dominating their division in Week 9, 7-1, or about to start Week 9. San Diego's 4-4, Denver's 4-4, Seattle 3-4, and KC 2-6. Very rough. Going over to the NFC East, that would be the Giants at 6-1. Dallas is 4-3. Washington 3-5, and Philadelphia and Arizona both at 2-5. Kind of surprising there. Not surprised that the Giants are winning their division. Just figured a couple of other ones would have been a little bit better. And here we are with the NFC Central. Minnesota 6-1, leading the division. Detroit 5-2, playing pretty well, and Green Bay at 2-5. Very shocking there, down with Chicago and Tampa Bay. And then going to the NFC West, and this right here is going to be a fight down to the end. So New Orleans and Atlanta are tied. Obviously, New Orleans must hold the tiebreaker, but San Francisco at 3-4 and the Rams at 3-4, they are still within striking distance. I mean, there's 4 teams that can win that division right now, and still in good standing to do so. Team rankings, we're just going to look at the NFL, obviously. I'm not going to look at the AFC, NFC, and all that. So total offense, we are number 1, not by very much. Our passing offense is number 2, but our rushing offense is number 17. So, when we have Cobb going and stuff like that, we can do pretty well, but, not always. Now, as far as defense goes, we're number 1 by about 100 yards. Passing defense is the best in the NFL by, almost double. 652 yards passing allowed in the year. Our rushing defense, however, we just got hurt badly by that one, 30th in the league. So we are the worst right now in the NFL when it comes to rush defense, and obviously did not help that we just got lambasted in that last game as far as rushing goes. So let's go NFL passing leaders. Andre Ware, 73% completion percentage, which is very high. Of course, 2,394 yards, 23.9 yard average, 33 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and I don't think anybody else is even remotely close. 264 rating, 104 are tied, are 2 and 3 there. So, I mean, obviously we're mopping the floor right now with a lot of teams. Receiving wise, I don't think we're going to have anybody that's specifically on the board. We spread the ball around so much. Yeah, we just spread the ball around so much. Rushing leaders, obviously, Barry Sanders, one I'm looking forward to using in this game. I kind of hate it because Cobb could get there, but the injuries pile up, and that makes it very difficult. Scoring, BB is the man because he just catches everything super deep. It's crazy. He is scoring more than kickers, and that's saying something. But BB, 12 touchdowns, 72 points. Pretty cool there. Hunting-wise, we're just, number 4, Gossett, 47.5 yard average. Not terrible, not great. Punting in this is not quite as easy to me, or doesn't feel as easy. As far as interception leaders goes, there is your man Perry, tied for number one with Turner from Cleveland, and Langham from Cleveland is number three. Wow, man, they get a lot of turnovers, but they're not getting, they're not getting a lot of wins out of it. Sack-wise, Lageman, number one in the NFL there, 12 sacks. Pretty cool with that. Punt returns, I'm going to say, Howard's number 6. I'm kind of surprised. I usually don't do very well punt returns. Now, kick returns, I want to see that one because Dunbar there just absolutely dropped a bomb on the NFL. 23.2 yard average, basically on two big kickoff returns. One of them for 80, one of them for 87, both of those for touchdowns in that game. And so with one game, all of a sudden Dunbar is the best kick returner in the NFL, which I happen to think is pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. Another week in the books, still undefeated. So guys, if you like this kind of content, hit the like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next game.